Go when I get the thumbs up. Okay, so day one. My good. This is some running gag for the conference. Okay, now we see. All right, there we go. So let's give a final big thanks to our sponsors. So, of course, we're all here. The bulk of how we afford this is because our sponsors give, and then we can spend money and get a venue, which is one of the biggest things. So, talking about spending and taking in dollars. So we received, let's call it 18K USD. It's 17.5. There are we spent on the venue, like the bulk of that goes toward the venue, which includes things like food and like all the lunches that we had and the sort of the staff, and I think they give us some hotel rate discount, but we have to sort of be buying a slot. So we did spend on some swag. So people here received a t-shirt. We do have a little bit left over. So we're trying to figure out what we can do for the remote attendees. So we will be sending like the virtual attendees, some details about that. We have other costs, like, believe it or not, badges costs, the signs cost. There's all sorts of little things that add up. So if you do have questions about sort of the financial side, you can email us. We do have to close out some stuff after the conference. So there's like additional costs, like closing costs with things and whatever else. So the final amount that we spend will determine how much leftover we have to get stuff for virtual attendees. But we will do that. I don't want to promise that it's going to be t-shirts, but I don't want to say that it's not going to be. I'll just say, like, we'll get you something. Okay. Now, even though I talk about getting sponsorships and paying for all this stuff, actually anyone can join and help with organization, or volunteer. Even like venue space would be nice, because that's, again, the biggest cost. And if we don't have to pay for that because someone is donating, and then they get to call themselves like ultra super triple gold sponsor or whatever they want, yeah, that's great. But even just any organizational help at all, things like helping to set up the schedule or update, website, or, like running microphones around for Q&A, doing that kind of stuff. It all actually is helpful. Like I said in the opening talk, this is a kind of a grassroots conference. We don't have a fancy events team that puts things together. We don't have all these marketing people that tell us, oh, this is where you should send some emails to get more participation and all that. It's really built from the ground up from the engineers. So yeah, and because we're an open source community, we want you to participate. Yeah. Now we get to thanks. So I want to give a big thanks to our AV team, Anis and Jan. Yeah, so I have been to conferences where people paid money for real AV people, that's their job day in and day out, and it did not go as smoothly as this conference went. So just saying, these guys did a tremendous job. This is not their job. This is not their full-time effort. In fact, Jan just learned within the last week how to use the AV equipment. So just saying, yeah, they did a tremendous job. And yeah, and transported it all from Brno. Yes, of course. Thanks to the DevConf people for loaning us this equipment so that we could use it. And additionally, like honorable mention to like Elko and Mark. Elko volunteered his laptop for the entirety of the conference so that people could see their slides and not have to turn. And you know, to play back after we saw what happened. So yeah, yeah, big thanks. I want to give a special thanks to the venue. These are the people kind of involved, Jana, Makeda, Yaroslav, all the staff. They cleared, you know, plates and dishes and all that, like immediately. They kind of kept the conference. Yeah, it was awesome. So the venue was great. So. And then finally, extra big thanks to this guy. Flavio is the reason we have this conference, and he dealt with stuff I can't even describe to you. He's been working on this conference for like 6 months, night and day. He's been, the last 2 days, he's in Brazil. He's been on, you know, like from midnight all the way on through, not only doing his work, but monitoring the chat. He's been dealing with legal, he's been dealing with finance, he's been dealing with, you know, every company's marketing departments. Even during the day, he will talk to the event staff, like the venue here, the venue staff, and, you know, like coordinate how they're serving things and all that. And then he'll check in with me. Okay, did this go like this? And, you know, all that. So just a big round of applause for Flavio. Yeah, he did a great job.
He says thank you.
Finally, you can give yourselves all a round of applause, really. Yeah. So the conference is really made up of people, and it's really just people coming together to sort of share ideas and how to drive these projects forward. So the projects wouldn't be a success without you. The conference wouldn't be a success without you. Like this is really like a community effort. So, and the community is really kind of responsible for that. All right, so enough of that. What's going to happen next? I will upload the videos. I actually did upload the day one videos. They're already uploaded. They will go live. They're scheduled to go live on Monday. I don't promise that I will update the website on Monday, but they'll be on the YouTube channel on Monday. And I will work on day two as I can. I think there's like 1 or 2 videos that might need to be split. Something like that. So we'll see. And then we have some feedback forms that we'll send to in-person attendees and remote attendees to sort of solicit what, you know, your opinions were on the conference, good or bad, negative or positive. There's nothing that's perfect, so you know, there's always something to complain about. But also, you know, the wins are good to hear about too. So, you know, it's okay to send both. And then finally, as usual, we'll close out this conference with the same missive from Ben that he used to give, which is go forth and code.